Hey there everyone, and welcome to Breakbeat. This is the first cymbal I ever bought. As you can hear, it's got some significant damage. Here is the war wound of the first ever cymbal repair I attempted using an ankle grinder. As you can tell from the extended crack, it didn't exactly work. We also have a smaller crack developing on the opposite edge of the cymbal. We're going to take both of these out today. Let's get this onto the workbench and take a look. Now, I know you're all excited to see me cut up a cymbal, but before we get to that, I've got to mark up these cracks, so I've got a stencil for the multi-tool to follow. I'll mark at the peak of the crack and then incrementally work down towards the bow to create a flowing shape. Too sharp of a corner will just cause another crack to appear, as was the case with my first attempt on this cymbal. This is the process I'll follow for any bow cracks on a cymbal. Internal cracks require a slightly different process. Now those are all marked up, let's get this into our improvised cymbal vise. A fun little trick with this one is that if you line up the cymbal over the wing nut just right and slam it down as hard as you can get it to phase into position on the vise. I guess you guys can watch the cymbal repair up close, but do me a favour and put these on first. You don't want the bronze shard going straight into your eye. So, as I hack up this beautiful bit of bronze, let me give you some backstory to it. This is a UFIP Bionic series 20-inch crash cymbal, one of 4 Bionic cymbals purchased second-hand from my old drum tutor, Andy Edwards. He'd had these for a number of years before selling them on to me, and they lasted me through countless gigs and rehearsals in the earliest years of my playing, before I butchered both of the crashes and sold the hi-hats, but the ride remains on my kit to this very day. Even when this one cracked, it still came in handy, appearing in a couple of music videos as a muted prop, which of course only damaged it more, but it worked beautifully for both shoots. Since then, it's been waiting for its next use, but in the spirit of recycling, I'm going to give this cymbal a place back within my percussive rotation. That and big cymbal looks shiny. Now the area surrounding the cracks has been removed and my fingers have been appropriately burned by the scalding hot metal, we're left with a lovely guillotine-esque gap in the cymbal. Now, while there are many uses for a cymbal throwing star, this one's just a little too heavy for it to be practical, so I guess I'll just sand those gaps down to avoid any grievous bodily harm or whatever. While the time-lapse of this bit looks satisfying, it took a while to get those shapes smoothed out in such a dense cymbal, but I'm pretty happy with the general result. The reason I'm being so meticulous about the shaping of these cutouts is because they can strongly impact the integrity of the cymbal. If I do too sharp of a turn or too deep a cutout, there'll just be another crack in there after a couple rehearsal sessions time and it'll only get worse. However, if I keep it nice and shallow and have it nice and smooth, chances are this will last for much longer. Once the multi-tool's done its job, I'm going to go in with some wet and dry sandpaper to make sure there's no nasty little metal splinters that will blind me whenever I strike it with a stick. And now that's the shaping done, we can get it cleaned. So, you know how I said before that this cymbal was muted for music videos? Well, the way we did that was packing tape, leaving all of this lovely, sticky, horrific residue all over the bottom of this cymbal. I'm so sorry if you see this, Andy. This cymbal deserved better. I used a couple of different things to get this off, but the most effective turned out to be a bit of WD-40 and a good scrub with a toothbrush. While not immaculate, it looked way better afterwards. Now that's got some shine to it, let's take a listen to how it sounds. And just like that, it sounds like new. albeit with slightly less decay. Just goes to show, if you've got any cymbals that have got some damage to them, it is not the end of them. You can absolutely get them restored and get them back on that kit. If you've got any cymbals in need of some love, reach out to us at breakbeatmusicrepair.co.uk or DM us. Thank you for watching, all you drum nerds, and have a wonderful day.